What's going on, guys? Today is Monday. We are shipping out. Let's see, we got 18 orders on our eBay, 2 on Poshmark and 1 on Mercari. So 21 total orders. This was packed. I think I packed Saturday because I had to ship some things out and I was a little late on Friday maybe. I don't know. Either Friday or Saturday, maybe it's the full weekend. But happy to see the sales coming in. I'm starting to see more traction, which is good. As I've said before, started this new eBay, kind of splitting up some sports cards, sports memorabilia, that stuff, and then just having all this stuff all on its own, just so I can kind of track me. It's a little bit easier for me. Having doing it in 2 different accounts to make life a little easier to track this business. This is my primary part of the business. Card sports stuff's more for fun. But bring you guys through the 21 orders that sold. We're going to start it off with this Scooby-Doo first appearance, I think, of Scooby-Doo, or the first Scooby-Doo. I'm not 100% sure, but this sold for $35. This thing, probably not going to be able to see it on the camera, but it has like little dings and dents all throughout the cover. Getting it pictured, I fear that this is like not going to be the quality they want. To me, it looks a little bit beat up, but I did list it as for the lowest sold price now. So that sold for $35. The lowest before that was $40, and that one looked pretty beat up too. So I think the pricing point kind of gives away exactly where we're at, but we'll see. Second book we sold, Haunted Love, the #1. This sold for $5.99. Definitely sold it too low. Put this up last night. Sold probably within 5 minutes, and I'm sure it's not a title that's super sought after. I could be wrong on that, but only time will tell. Sold this Star Wars figure. This came from a big buyout I did. I have a guy that I go by. He has a huge warehouse. It's awesome. The collectibles he has is outrageous. I can only imagine the full value of this warehouse, but he is well known in the community, very good picker, gets a lot, just doesn't list a ton on eBay. So more of a collector, I would say, but sold this for $16. Had this listed for $19.99, had it for a while, got 16 offer. 16 offer I think was a reasonable offer. So didn't mind accepting that offer and getting that moved. This sold for $15.99. It's a Craftsman made in USA wrench. It's like a little vintage wrench. I had someone offer me $30 ship for this and another wrench that I had. It really wasn't a bad deal. Figuring like the shipping price and everything, I probably would have lost like $8 to $10 rather than holding, but never really responded. Kind of, to be honest, kind of forgot about him. So this ended up selling, so that kind of kills that deal, but this was the majority of it. And then the other wrench, I think, was actually priced a little bit higher at $20. So even if I have to come down, I'll still make the same amount. So next thing we sold. All right, we're back. The next thing we sold was this, a lot of silverware. This sold for, took an offer, $16.40. The person said that makes them $30 all in shipped. I've had this for a while, came from a storage unit. I'm not a big dinnerware, flatware reseller. I don't really like doing it. My wife did all these for me. So anytime they sell, I consider it pure profit. I think I had it up for $29. That $16 offer is probably low, but how often am I going to get someone coming by and buying a large lot of 29 flatware pieces from me? So accepted that offer. Okay, getting that moved. And while I was putting my bin back, I had to take that bin out because it has a bunch of different flatware in it. I ended up packing it back up, so that's why it wasn't on my bench right away. Sold this little Canon lens. This is actually a pretty good lens. Sold for $40. I sent an offer on this, and I know that eBay, when you send offers, it definitely promotes the item. So it ended up selling at that full price of $40 during that time I sent my offers, like probably an hour or two after it sold at that full ask. So good sale there. Yeah, so we sold, this is a pancake. Let's see, what is this? Pamper for Chef? Yeah, Pamper Chef. Just a pancake measuring cup. What is this? 2 liters? 2 liters, 8 cups. This ended up selling for $18.99 plus shipping. The shipping they're into this for $10.90. So probably close depending on where they are, unless they're like super close to me. But big item moved from my shelf, cleared up some space. I've been definitely killing it with getting rid of some of the space. I'm currently going through a storage unit. If you probably saw my last video, I talk about, that's what I'm doing today. I'm cleaning that out. So getting the shelf space is nice. So hopefully we'll get a lot of good listings up. We'll see. I'm not super optimistic about this storage unit. But we did find a piece of gold, or at least marked 14 karat gold necklace that's 36 grams. Could be like $2,900. So we'll find out if that sells. But currently going to be doing that unit today. So definitely need the space. These are all ornaments. So I did a lot of this. This sold for $9.99. These are like handmade plastic. Like that's plastic, but just cool looking. I also made sure to put these in my Facebook group from like my area on Marketplace. Did not sell. We got like a little snail, a crab or something here made out of, this one's glass, I believe, the shell. And then the last thing, this is plastic, but just a little bass fish there. So I did a lot of those, $3.99 or $9.99. Contemplated just kind of tossing them in right from the beginning, but figured if I put them in a lot, like a ocean themed lot, they would sell, especially in my area over right on the ocean. So didn't sell on Facebook, but it did sell on eBay. So good sale there. I did list last night. I found old ornaments that we no longer want. They were pretty much new in the box. We never used them. Put 10 up. So hopefully we'll see some more Christmas sales happening here now. Swiss watch here. This is for parts only. I have no idea if it runs. I need to get a connection with someone. I mean, it's pretty beat up. The leather's broken here. It's an old Marlboro brand on it. So not 100% sure if it works. It's for parts only. Sold it for $10. I had it up for 20, got an offer for 10. Generally, I try not to do that. I try to counter at least at 15, but I'm in the mood right now to kind of cleanse my store. I want to end this month really well. I have a personal goal of getting in that $15,000 sale range. We'll see if that hits, but I'm really just looking to move stuff. So, and pretty much any reasonable offer I'll probably take at this point. But usually I try to at least counter an offer like that at 50%, just because people haven't had an opportunity to see me. If I lower the price by 30%, then all of a sudden I get that, sure, maybe I'll take it. But people hadn't had an opportunity to try purchasing at like 15 or 18 or 17. So, but in the giving mood, I guess. This is like a little egg dish. This sold for $8, 12 egg platter dish. I thought this would sell during the Thanksgiving season. I had 3 of these and 2 sold. This one did not, but ended up selling before Christmas season. It's a floral print. I think it's kind of maybe a weird pattern to have for your, winter, fall holidays, but I was thinking it would move then, and we still had it, so happy for our sale there. I just relisted this, so this is a delist sale similar. I'm currently working with someone in a supposedly from eBay. Still not 100% sure if this isn't a scam, but I'm very skeptical. I don't click on links. I don't do anything. But he's been working with me on improving my other eBay's card sales and really getting that going. They've seen some pretty good improvement. But they talk about delisting and sell similar. And essentially the way that he puts it is after 90 days that eBay no longer like promotes your items outside of eBay. You don't show up as much, which everyone speculates. So this was an item that was past that 90-day total. I didn't do any listings that day, so I delisted and relisted 15 items just to keep my store relevant. I lowered this by $1 and it sold in a day. So I had this up for, I think this was at like a 180-day mark. And I just went through and grabbed some of my older listings, some of the older stuff that's been on there. 180 days, did not sell for $1. You're going to tell me it sells within a day. So I don't know. I'm going to be definitely focusing that on a lot more, but $8.99 plus shipping on that shark. Got a little LL Bean youth hat. This is one of those things. This was up on my old eBay, and I just cross-listed it because I already had the listing. I already had a pricing. I had it on there for $9.99 free shipping. Didn't sell my old eBay. This one I put up for $4.99 plus $5 shipping. Same price, sold this season. It did take like a week or 2 to sell, but little LL Bean youth kids hat sold. Same thing here. This was on my old eBay. These are the kind of garbage clothes that I gotta not list. Little scuba diving shirt. I thought this was cool. I scuba dive. It's one of my hobbies. But this is a size large. I thought this was a size small. Large. This sold for $5.69. This was an offer taken. I think I had it up for like $7.99. I've had this thing for well over 2 years now. And this was also a delist, relist, sell similar, and it moved. So good sale there. $29.99. This plus shipping. This is a Mastercraft, just battery and charger. This has been up for a while. So this was probably up for close to like that 90-day total. Came from a storage unit about 2 storage units ago, and it's been a little bit since I bought storage units. Kind of got really into a good track now that I have the trailer and buying more consistently. But I had usually a couple months in between. So that one sold $29.99. Took a little bit to sell, but eventually did sell at that price. We have Welcome Back Kotter. This is another comic that I just listed, sold for $7.99. Probably a quick sale. Probably could have gotten a little bit more. A lot of these comics are in pretty good condition for what they are. They're not like the most, super popular comics, but they are in good condition. So they're selling for a little bit of a premium and a little bit faster than all the other ones. I'm not really putting too much of a premium on them because I'm going to make a killing on this comic book block. I'm not a big comic book person. I want to get them out. So any sale for me is a good sale. This came from a storage unit as well. A little tin Cadillac sign. Don't think it's really vintage, but it is a little older one. This sold for $9 plus shipping. And definitely has some condition issues too. I don't know if I actually showed that, but like, you know, you got some striations on it. But the older car, I think the older looking sign kind of makes it work. So even with the condition issues, the Max Image Comics number 2 and 3, this sold for $6.99. I'm getting to the point where I've been putting the comic books that I think have like, you know, $5.99 quick sellers and up. I've been putting on my eBay. It's been a lot of stuff that's like that $5.99, $5 comic that's probably a slow seller that I'm going to put in lots. Probably try to get $3 a book and get them out. But for some reason I listed this, but I've been separating Marvel, DC, and all other comics. Eventually I'll start putting them in lots and getting them moved. So you'll probably see more of those coming up soon. But good sale there. Any comic book sale moving out is a good one for me. And same thing here. 4 DC comics. These are the Binky. These is just sold. I never even, I have like 7 comic book boxes I'm putting these in after I list so I can find them a little bit easier. But this sold, didn't even make it to the book. $9.49 plus shipping. So I probably sent the 5% offer on that one and someone accepted. So that's everything that sold on eBay. We had 3 sales outside of eBay. So sold this $19.99 plus shipping on Mercari. This is a coffin for, I think, The Undertaker. It's a WWE figure. It's got a shovel inside there with 2 tombstones. Yep, The Undertaker on the tombstones. So this is a 90s Jack's piece right there. 20 bucks. Had it up for a little while and it eventually moved. Got an offer for $5 on this. I had this up for, I think, I want to say $15. It's just a Batman figure. Box is pretty beat up. It's got, you need some love there. And then the figure itself is nothing like crazy. It's just kind of like a plastic Batman figure. It does come with like a little keychain in there. Nothing super valuable, but this came from a storage unit. Figured Batman moves. Did take a little bit of time, but countered with an offer of, I think, $11 and they accepted it. I declined at first. When people send me like super low offers, like less than 50%, generally I'll just decline and move on. And most of the time they don't send another counter offer. This person sent another offer, only $1 more. They went from 5 to 6. So it showed at least they were interested in it. So I decided to send that $6 offer and see if they accepted, and they did. Last thing we had, this is another offer. Just got to go for way stretch here because this is as far as all my much as it can go. $25. This is a little, there's got to be an image of it, I guess. This is a little Eeyore birthday kind of figure here. This sold for 25 bucks. I had it up for $29.99. Someone sent me an offer for 25 on Poshmark. Any reasonable offer, as I said earlier, is getting accepted and moved on. So that's everything that's sold. We're going to do a quick pack. Luckily, nothing in here should be super hard to pack. Maybe the big pancake mixing bowl. Just got to find the right box for that, and that's will be pretty easy. A lot of this stuff is, already got easy stuff. Comic books, I have the right stuff for all that stuff. So it should be super quick for me. And then I am working on the storage unit. So hopefully with any luck in the video after this, you guys will have an update and hopefully see some good gold selling prices. And B, you will see some, I'm going to show off kind of some of the better finds. I'm not going to go through each tote and show everything. I'm not expecting this storage unit to be any like sort of home run. I think that piece of jewelry is really going to be the savior here. When I bought it, I was hoping to flip it from, a $300 cost to maybe $1,000 to, usually I want to make $1,000 in profit. So, make $1,300 on it, or worth of sales to make $1,000 on the total unit. That's usually the minimum I try to do, especially a unit like this. It only took me like 45 minutes to clear it out. So wasn't too bad, but that's what I'm working on today. If you guys haven't done so, like, comment, subscribe, all that greatly helps me out. I'll catch you guys in the next one.